Hans. Let's see what he can bring today. Seems like it's a very nice start. He looks sharp, and I think that's a very nice start of a round.
I fully agree. Let's check what's going on in his game. He has started with d4. Usually it's d4 his main weapon, but these days it's really hard to say that someone is a deep player. I can only have in mind one player who is only playing one first move, but sometimes he adds something else. But usually he's a d4 player who doesn't play e4 at all. Do you have someone in mind? Top 20, I would say. He was top 10. He was even number 1. He's now top 20. I think he was number 1. Yeah, I think.
Who?
Shak. Shak is only playing d4. Yeah, he's only. I think maybe some viewers could help me, but I think there is no chance that maybe some game e4, but in last like 15 years, 20 years, I would be very surprised that he.
Yes, I remember you were mentioning about that
he is one-sided player, and regarding others, it's not clear. I don't have anyone in mind who is just an e4 player or who is just a d4 player.
You know, Vincent Keymer, he came to the studio yesterday, and he enjoyed his victory so much, especially from his previous game against Abdusaturov, that he was looking around other games too. And about his game, he mentioned that when he played e4, that showed his opponent, Aravin, that he was very much well prepared against this structure that Aravin likes to play, right? So he pointed out that already the moment when I played e4, that showed that it was my home preparation.
Yeah, and the thing is, in his game, he went for this g4, and this is something players like Mamedyarov and d4, Vincent is mainly a d4 player. They have it because in their repertoire or in their understanding, because in Slav defense, in semi-Slav, sometimes you go for this bayonet attack with g4, g5. So for them is something which they understand in detail. Regarding this game, this is Rui Lopez, and as I was telling you about in Fun Forest versus Gukesh, the game took this course. If you go knight g5, there is d5. The point is, if black is sort of postponing castle, and the point first d6 was played, and I think in that game something like this. The point is, if you go h3, then h6 g5 might be an unpleasant attack, but of course Jordan is aware of all those details. By the way, this was played by Ivan Ivanišević, grandmaster. if it's drawn with bishops on the board, it's easier to hold. While with knights, it can be also like just slightly better, and still you can find. I think with bishops, it's not so simple to call some position slightly better. Either it's much better, it's winning, or it's dead draw. With knights, it can be slightly better, and then even a little bit more slightly better, because a lot of more possibilities than with bishops.
I like the final move of Parham's, cutting the d file and also attacking the pawn on c5. That's the check that he can play. Well, now either you take on e4, or you can also take on c5 check, and weaken b4 pawn, weaken e4 pawn. That's a very, very nice position. And Parham, we mentioned earlier, has not scored a victory yet in this tournament. This is in the remaining 4 rounds, but yesterday he actually showed strong resistance and made a draw in the position where he was a piece down.
And one important thing, I was mentioning this also several times, about squeezing better endgame, slightly better endgame, you need to have this strategical positional mastery and so on. But when it comes to execution, even in the endgame, it's always about tactics. So you like sack your knight, but there is a passer which cannot be catched, or something like that. So it's in tactics, it's in endgames. Tactics is the one which is actually winning the game in the end. So it doesn't mean that if this is an endgame that there is no tactics around. Some fork, some mating net. Congratulations for Parham. What do you think? Is he ready maybe to share his thoughts?
Yes. He will for sure have. Let's see if we have him for the interview, but I'm sure that we're gonna have this is his first victory.